Good afternoon, guys. How are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. Um, I wanted to talk about something specific. As usual, I like to talk about specific stuff. But anyway, um, I wanted to talk about something I kind of felt in a very minute instance recently. But oh well, that definitely inspired me to pick up my recorder and just share. Um, it is about my fear of being happy. Do you guys have that? I know when I talk to some of my friends, uh, like when you go through a lot, you fear being happy also. But um, mine is like a very specific case of that where it pertaining to something I have more control over. So, for example, when I'm disappointed in something not going well, uh, then I'm able to uh, be sad, obviously, and I go through the emotion. It's not nice at all. It's really not nice. But the thing is that you have the feeling that okay, I can do something to feel better or to do better. But when you are happy about something, then you can't do anything to be even happier. Like when you're hitting rock bottom, you go up from there. But when you are high up, you don't know what to do to hold yourself there. And the only way to go is downhill. Um, yeah, something like that fear of disappointment or just going downhill, and the inherent pressure of maintaining a desired outcome which makes you happy, like that. Like the fear of happiness for me kind of manifests in that specific nature. And I don't think I'm the only one alone there. um I think my specifically comes from my life journey of being a very uh, class topper, performance oriented person. So anything of that flavor or essence happens, I kind of just freeze. So, like, something made me feel very happy today. Um, and like I think I felt like I got like a really good feedback on something, and instead of being very happy, like the first thing I was feeling is obviously, oh my god, like that makes me so happy. Immediately after that was this entire close down, this energetic close down of my entire body, because now what? I don't know how to be happier or how to feel even better. The only way to go from here is to like figure out and stress about the way to replicate this, which obviously is not within our control. Life just happens the way it happens. Sometimes you can do something and it's received well, and sometimes you can do and it's not that well, and it can be disappointing. You do something and it's getting better response, you are stressed about how do I keep up with this, and then also scared about okay, if things are not as good or even better, then the only way it goes is just downhill, which is disappointment. So like those are the immediate things that flashed instead of like being genuinely happy. Like the first thing I was just like, oh no, how do I keep up with this? Okay, no, first thing I was feeling was just like, hey, yeah, that's really nice. And then immediately afterwards what followed was just like, how do I keep up with this? And oh no, if it doesn't, then things are gonna go downhill and I'm gonna get disappointed. Very specific to anyone who all their life has been a very performance oriented kind of high achiever type of a person, or for anyone else too. I mean, I only can speak from my perspective standing in my shoes, but I am hoping that it relates to the mass audience as well, where like if you have a fear of happiness, because you know what can follow afterwards is only disappointment. That is something that is so hard to digest. Yeah, something I am myself, mm, myself trying to sit with. I don't even know if like working on it is a right word, but it's something that I'm myself like trying to be nice and be kind to myself about, and just walking myself through these energies signature. Yeah, like, oh, fear of disappointment is something, I think that's like the hidden thing at the core of fear of happiness. Is like what can follow next is disappointment. And I think fear of disappointment is something that is very heartbreaking for me. Mm. And for those of you guys who went through ups and downs in your life, disappointments, heartbreaks, things not going your way, and going through life's hurdles, it, if my words can give you comfort, uh, I will be very, very fulfilled in that. I see you. I am there with you. It doesn't matter how big or small, uh, how simplified or how extravagant your life might be. If you have that fear, you are totally justified in having that to go through, and justified in a sense that, god forbid, I don't mean you deserve it, but like you are allowed to feel the way you feel. No one should be able to take it away from you, and that feeling honestly sucks, and we are both going through this, and I hope for both of us to be able to have a better relationship with that. Yeah, I think at least for me, at the core of fear of happiness lies the fear of disappointment. uh, it seems that I felt it quite a few times, and or whenever I felt it, it was very significant, and too significant that I want to run away from it and avoid it. I don't want to have like a high and then from that high go low. Yeah, that feeling is horrible. uh it's, I mean, rock bottom sucks. Rock bottom is a really uh, painful and for the lack of a better word, a really shitty, crappy feeling. But at least from there, like, there is some sunshine peering in the cracks, and then you have the hopes and dreams of reaching that light. when your dream hasn't manifested, you can continue dreaming of that dream being manifested someday. There is hope. There is light for you. Yes, in the moment, you can be completely kind of blanketed and covered in hopelessness. In that moment, it can be feeling that you can never reach there. But and my prayer goes out to those of you guys who might be going through that kind of a state. It's not nice. But at least in some ways, you also have that potential that you can exercise, in which you can dream the dream of having it come true for you someday, reaching the goal, reaching the end of the tunnel where there's light, dreaming of the sunshine, and in the hopes of being able to catch it. But once your dreams kind of manifest, for instance, I mean, what I went through is not even like a big, like, oh my god, dream come true, but just for the sake of being able to express what I want to express. Like, once something you really wished or you really wanted or really dreamed about kind of manifests, then what? Then the only way is to hold on to it. You need to hold on to it. You're so scared of letting go. Then comes the fear of losing it, or the fear of disappointment, of things going downhill from it. And then that thing that you might have manifested, or maybe it's like a big job, or like this place you really wanted to be in, or somewhere you wanted to go, or maybe someone you really had a big crush on and you finally got to get together with them, or whatever it is. Like, that dream that you dreamt of suddenly feels like it's a crushing burden. And I don't speak like in generalizing for everyone, but if you feel that, that can suddenly feel like a burden, like, oh my god, how can I maintain this? How can I maintain this feeling of happiness and this feeling of joy? How can I continue to manifest outcomes like this so that I can feel this high, just chasing high? How can I just continue to chase this? And if I'm not able to chase this correctly, oh, then I face disappointment and my downfall, and just all sorts of just lower frequency energy. And yeah, I think I'm scared of falling from a high. Because you already have it, you don't want to fall away from it. But you already have it, you don't want to let go of it, and then you can get stressed. I don't want to feel that way. I want to, when things go a little bit right, I want to be able to fully be present with the emotions of happiness, and I want to fully be able to feel and receive the joy. I don't want a future project like a negative outlook. I really don't. I wanna be in the moment and not worry about the future. Just be in the moment and just take in the good stuff that's coming, that's here, present. But yeah, it's gonna take its time. I'm not a perfect person, and definitely in this regard, not there at all. Not there yet, rather. And yeah, I want to take in each moment at a time and expect joy, and when the expectation comes to fruition, to whatever extent, I want to just be in the moment, be happy for myself. Excuse me. Be relishing in the joy, the happiness, the pride, and all that. I don't want to add burden or add pressure, um, doubt confidence, and just harbor on that lack of self confidence and just capabilities in that way. I don't want to harbor on that. Just want to enjoy the moment as it comes and as it deserves and as I deserve. But yeah, not there yet, but want to be there, and I'm working on it one step at a time. And if any one of you guys are struggling with a similar type of a thing where when good things come your way you get scared and stressed and fear disappointment, just know that it's it's more normal than you think. And also I think our society can participate in adding pressure to be happy or too happy and all that, and I empathize with you if you have if you feel that kind of pressure too. But yeah, if you have that kind of a situation, just know that you are seen, not the only one. And I pray that things get better for you, that you are able to receive a good moment wholeheartedly in all your essence, because you completely deserve it. Don't worry about the future as much as it's humanly possible within your situation not to. And my prayer is there for you. It's a weird thing, those of us who have this fear of happiness. It's weird. It's not something that's easy to share with other people either. Yeah, unless they can like they have gone through a similar situation, or they have such a fear as well. But yeah, all the best to you guys. Take care and have a good week, have a great day. Yeah, I'm there for you, I'm there with you, my prayers are there with you. Bye, take care.